It's called binomial data, and it's also called nominal data and ordinal data. Qualitative data, you have binomial, nominal, and ordinal. Are you able to understand? If you do not understand, tell me, sir, I don't understand. Then I'll tell you now. Quality data, I say binomial, nominal, ordinal. Have you understood?
Just elaborate, sir, about.
Yes, very good. Thank you very much. That is what I like, this thing. See, binomial means yes or no. Yes or no. 0 and 1. Clear? You like RK, you will say yes or no. That's all. That is the question. It's a quality data I'm collecting from you. Hey, do you like me? You will say either yes or no. Clear? That is what is called binomial. True or false. Okay? Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
then nominal data. I'm just naming it. I'm just putting you as Gopal Shukmar as number 1, and then RK as number 2, and then probably Rangaraj Pandey as number 3 and all. It does not mean anything else. It is only a qualitative data. Even though I say number 1, 2, 3, these numbers 1, 2, 3 does not mean anything. It is just a representation. It is just a naming. Am I correct? You can't add RK and Gopal Shukmar. Can you add? You cannot add 1 and 2 here. Okay? Clear?
Yes. Yeah.
I am just using the number only to represent, nothing else. Just naming. It cannot be operated. Right? Now, ordinal data. Now, suppose I'm asking you, are you satisfied with RK? Very satisfied? Satisfied? Not satisfied? Not at all satisfied. I'm now ranking. Here again, I'm not asking you, I'm asking only a qualitative data. You are either saying that very happy sir with you, or sir happy sir with you, sir sometimes not happy sir with you, you are too rude, you are too fast, and not at all happy with you sir, because you whatever you teach, I don't understand at all. These are all the data I'm collecting from you. Yes or no? Right? The data is unclean when you make a sentence. The data is very clean when you answer. Very happy, not very happy, or not happy. Am I correct? Ordinal. I'm able to rank the data. You understand very happy is better than happy, and happy is better than not happy, and not happy is somewhat better than not very happy. Is it clear? Ordinal?
Yes, sir.
Quality data was understood. Yes? Yes, ma?
Yes,
Quality data, I will put binomial data, nominal data, and ordinal data. Okay? You will understand more. Don't worry. Even if you are partly understanding, it's okay, because I'm going to have about 15-20 slides. All this will be making you very clear. You'll be able to master it by the end of the session. Right? Quantitative data, discrete data, that is countable, and continuous data, that is measurable. Understood this? So how many people are there? You can count 1, 2, 3, but you don't count 1.5 sir, just because a child is there. No, you will count only that also as 1. Clear? Discrete, countable, and continuous means real-time data. Real numbers means 1.5, 1.1, 1.2 also will come. Is it clear? Quantitative data, is it clear?
Clear.
Yes,
Clear, sir.
Yes,
Thank
clear.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. I want that response, sir. Please unmute and then answer it. Identify the data type. Pass or fail. What type of data is it? Qualitative. Right? Binomial. Now, blue, red, orange. What is the type of data? Qualitative?
Nominal.
Is it qualitative? Nominal. Very good. Very good. Is it
Qualitative,
qualitative?
nominal. Yes, sir.
Very good. And it is nominal. Very good. Both of you are correct. Very good. It is qualitative and it is nominal. And what is this? Qualitative?
Qualitative,
Qualitative.
ordinal.
Ordinal.
That's all. You mastered it. Right? Understood? True or false I can put. You will say binomial only. Thank you. Number of assignments submitted. Quantitative. What is this? Is this discrete or continuous?
this is
Discrete.
Discrete, because you don't submit 1.5 assignments. And then countable. And then height, weight, it is quantitative. It is measurable. Measurable. Right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
We have seen what are the types of data. We have understood the data. We have understood the characteristics. And we have seen the examples also. I think that you should have mastered by now. Doesn't matter. No problem. Still, I'm going to be making you more knowledgeable in this. Nominal data, ordinal data, good, better, best, differentiate, order, discrete, number of objects, countable. Continuous, height, weight, measurable. Do you understand what I have written here? So nominal data, blue, red, and orange. What is the purpose of this? Just differentiating one from the other. We are being named to differentiate one from the other. I am named as RK, he is named as GSK, just to differentiate. Clear? The purpose is clear now? Differentiate. Now, ordinal,
sir.
good, better, best, same as this, nominal, but only thing is, here I can see the order. I can see the order. Okay? So, you have understood the purpose of ordinal? Order. Clear? Understand?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It is
Yes.
only differentiating. It is just ordering apart from nominal. And then here, it is not only that you can count. You can count 1, 2, 3, right? So that is called discrete. Number of objects is an example. And continuous, it is not only countable, it is also measurable. In between also you can do it. Okay? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now types of data and measurement levels, we will see. Now types of data, categorical and numerical, we will see, right? And this is discrete and qualitative. And this is called dichotomous. Dichotomous means that I was telling, binomial, true or false type. That is what is called dichotomous. Here numerical, discrete and continuous. Two types are there. Here discrete, qualitative and dichotomous. Dichotomous variables are nominal variables which have only two categories or levels. Is a boy or girl? Is a child or adult? Is it true or false? Is it white or black? Likewise, only two options are there. That is called dichotomous. Discrete, qualitative, car brands. Chevrolet, Honda, Audi, Nissan, you can so on. But it doesn't mean anything. It's just naming, right? So number of children, 10, 20, 24, other thing. SAT score. Now tell me, SAT score is a discrete data or continuous data?
Sorry.
Now, I am giving an example. This green belt exam you are going to write. You know how they are going to give the marks. If you answer correctly, you will get 1 mark. If you don't answer correctly, you will not be given any mark. Right? Sometimes I will give you negative mark also. Now, the marks that you will get in the examination, whatever be the pattern that I follow, either negative mark allowed or negative mark not allowed. Right? In which case, your marks or your score is going to be a discrete data or continuous data.
Discrete data.
Very good. That's all. You are going to not get 1.5 and all. You are not going to get either 4 or 3. That's all. -1 is reduced. Now, dichotomous, yes or no type answers. Dichotomous variables are nominal variables. Please note they are only nominal and which only have two categories or levels. Do you own a car? Are you enrolled in this class? Like this. Now, continuous, discrete, we will see. Weight. Now, see weight here. I'm weighing 68.039 kgs. In pounds, 110 pounds, 150 pounds. Say, okay, I'm weighing. Suppose tomorrow I eat more and then I weigh 150 plus or minus 0.01 pounds. So 150.01. The weighing machine cannot show it, but still it is a continuous data. So 68.043 kgs now. Therefore, it is a continuous data. Height also similarly. Distance, time, area, they are all continuous data. Your grade A, B, C, D are all discrete data. Number of objects is a discrete data. Bank notes, is it discrete data or continuous data?
Discrete data.
Very good. It is a discrete data because you cannot pay 1.5 rupee. I mean, now even 1 rupee you cannot give. Right? Okay. Nominal data. That's why I'm saying that you have to see the situation. In your situation, whatever I say may be wrong. Right? So you must be smart enough to say that, hey, RK told that thing that day, but still it is wrong because I have become smarter. Right? That is what I want you to become later on. Nominal, preference, happy, very happy, happy, okay, not happy. Yeah. Milk, dark, and then I'm giving a number 1, 2, 3. This is the nominal or ordinal? Milk chocolate,
Ordinal.
dark chocolate, and white chocolate. I'm giving numbers 1, 2, 3. Is it ordinal or nominal?
Nominal.
Nominal.
Not ordinal because sex, male, female. I'm saying male as 1, male as 0, female as 1. It is again nominal. Color, I'm giving 1 this color, 2 green, 3 what is it called? I don't know, golden color, and 4 is this light brown, and this is again a nominal color. So all
Nominal.
the You should know, even if I use number, you should know the nominal data or not, right? Nominal data. Color. See, I'm giving a color blue, yellow, green, and red. And I'm asking you all people, which color you prefer. And then you say totally 100 people are there. You are only 20, but still assume that you are 100 people. Each person represents 5 people. I can take it as like that. So 40 people say blue color they prefer. 30 people say they prefer 30 yellow colors. 20 people, they say green color. And 10 people. Total is 40 plus 30, 70 plus 20, 90 plus 10, 100. So percentage is 40%, 30%, 20%, and 10%. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. This is what I am giving, 40%. This is how I am showing it here. We use percentage. We cannot find mean or average. Can I find the mean of this 40 plus 30, 150? Therefore, this is some color. No, I can't do that. Average color, I can't find out. Mean is incorrect. I can't say that the average is so-and-so color. Can I say that?
No.
No.
So, therefore, you take it for granted that if it is a nominal data, and if somebody shows I've taken nominal data, and then I've given you a report saying that average this is so-and-so, you should say that stupid, go back and do data analysis again. Clear? So, mean and all, average and all cannot be used. Only proportion. This is called proportion. So, proportion. See, on the report, I'm using here, white is 25 people like white chocolate, 25 people like milk chocolate, and 15 people like dark chocolate. Now, what I can do is, I can make the report only like this. This is called proportions. 25%, 25%, 15%. This is called, what is this called? Pie chart. So pie chart is the one preferable. Or if you want a better one, this chart. This is a what you call bar chart, right? Bar chart is the best representation for nominal data. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
So if you say that you are collecting data as nominal data, then the report that you can put is only either pie chart or bar chart, nothing else, right? Don't go to mean, median and all, right? So nominal data, this is the best chart. Now, what is ordinal? Very happy, happy, unhappy, and very unhappy. I'm giving a mark. I'm giving a rank this. Very happy means 4 marks. Very unhappy means 1 mark. I'm giving it. And then I'm asking people, we use rank here. Satisfaction, very happy, happy, unhappy. But see, what is the difference between very happy and happy and happy and unhappy? There is no fixed level. Am I right? For you, the difference may be too much. For me, the difference may be too less. If you make even 1 mistake, I will be unhappy with you. Probably you may be unhappy only if I'm making 5 mistakes, right? Therefore, the interval is not same. Okay? The interval may be different from different person to person. Clear? Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Therefore, this is only ordinal. Right? This is not interval. Right? Now, intervals are not equal here. Now, suppose I'm me. So I take you are 25 people. Okay, you are having 25 people, including us, and madam and Hemipriya madam. So I am asking, what is your satisfaction level with RK? Now, 7 people say that very good. 6 people say that good. 4 people say not bad and bad. Right? 8 people. So total is 25. Therefore, if I multiply by 4, it will give you percentage. For 25, 7 means for 100, 7 into 100 by 25 is, I have to multiply 4 by all the terms. So I just multiply by 4 and then say it as a percentage. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
7 people say, therefore 28%. 6 people say, therefore 24%, 16%, and 32%. We use percentage here, like before. Average satisfaction level. Mean is equal to 2. Is it correct? Will you agree? Huh? I will not agree, definitely. See, this is because satisfaction level does not give you equal levels. Only if it is equal levels, then I can find out 2.48 and then say that. Right? We can sometimes find mean or average. If you want to satisfy yourself and satisfy your probably your professor who is going to give you the pass mark, right? PhD, you can do it. Never calculate mean on ordinal data. RK's advice, my advice, right? Sometimes you can use it and then say this is there, but I will not accept. RK will not accept. Some people put it saying that this is the average is 28% plus 24. You can find out the average and then find out 2.48. This is the thing. 28 into 4 plus 24 into 3 plus 16 into 2 into 32 into 1 divided by 100 is 2.48. That is not correct because the interval is not same, right? That rank is given 4, 3, 2, 1 just to satisfy order and not interval. Now interval, understood?
Yes.
Now
Yes, sir.
interval data. Here scale is there, a quantitative data, a parametric data we can call it, and then ratio. Here it is a versatile data. Why I'm saying versatile is better than interval data. See, discrete data and continuous data, I've given an example. 5 customers, 18 points and 12 shops. Continuous data, 4.5. See, whenever it comes 4.5 or 25.3 or a unit comes, it is a continuous data, right? Now, level or scale of measurement. We will see here, nominal, frequencies and proportion, right? How many people like blue? What is the proportion of people like blue? If it is less than 1, it is proportion. More than 1, it is frequency. Ordinal data, frequencies and proportion only you should use. Occasionally you can use mean, but archive is definitely will not be happy with you if you use means. Understood? And then interval, you can use mean, median, and standard deviation. And then ratio, you can all the more use mean, median, and standard deviation. And you can take this mean and analyze further. You take it further analysis, you can take this. And then I will teach you when it comes to the occasion comes, I will teach you how it is taken further. Right. Now,
So
question.
just one question.
Yes,
In
sir.
in the previous slide, in the ordinal, we can take the average after considering the percentage.
What do you mean? After considering the percentage only, I found out there 2.8 comes to, but it does not
Yeah.
mean that people are
It
not
is-
happy. Right?
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
Okay. Clear? This rank 4, 3, 2, 1 is not given with equal intervals.
Okay.
Clear?
So that's what the mean is not happening. Or-
That's why mean has no meaning. But still, you can use it if you want to satisfy somebody and then show yourself that you have done something. But basically, people who are knowledgeable may not agree with
Ordinal.
your,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Or you have to mention that I've used equal intervals. I've specifically told the people very happy means between happy and not happy. Only if you are not happy with five solutions, 5 answers by RK, you should put unhappy, right? If you are unhappy with 2 questions, then you should put happy. Like that, you educate the what do you call the people whom you are surveying, then you can put it, right? Okay, understood?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is normally not done. You don't say, hey, tell me you are happy with my 2 answers also. Right? Like that, we don't do it. Now I am putting a questionnaire, age, gender, how much do you spend per week? Chocolate. A new chocolate I'm going to make, and that chocolate, how it's going to go well with the market, I'm going to find out. Therefore, I'm making this questionnaire. How many chocolate bars do you buy in a week? Which type of chocolate do you like the best? Dark milk or white chocolate? And then how satisfied are you with the chocolate is? Very satisfied, not satisfied, very unsatisfied. And then how likely are you to buy a box of 10 packets of chocolate in the next 1 week? So very likely, not likely, very unlikely. Now you know how to give these things. Let me not ask you questions because I know you are a master. You would have, but you can think it off and then find out the answer. Okay. See here, age, serial number, first person. This is what type of data? 1, 2, 3. First volunteer I have asked this questionnaire. Second volunteer I have asked. So this 1, 2, 3 is what? What type of data?
Continuous data.
Nominal data.
Nominal data. Very good. This
Nominal.
age is what data?
Continuous data.
Continuous data, ratio or interval. Now we will hereafter we will see only interval, ratio, nominal, ordinal. Right? We'll forget about this quantitative, qualitative, and all these things because we know for nominal and ordinal data only pie chart and bar chart is output report. Right? We will see what are these charts, and then for interval and ratio. And then sex is what type of data? Nominal or ordinal?
Nominal.
Nominal. Expenditure, interval ratio, right? Interval ratio. Chocobars,
Chocobars also
Ordinal.
ratio.
interval, right?
Interval
Ratio.
ratios
How many
because there are
chocobars you buy?
different.
No. Countable data, no.
Right. Yes.
Chocobars, how many chocobars you will buy next week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100. How many? You can say anything, right? So therefore, Chocobars is ratio interval type. Type milk quite dark. This one.
Nominal data.
Nominal data, just milk chocolate. I am not giving any reference at all, right? And then satisfied, ordinal data.
Satisfied is
Ordinal data, right? So from this questionnaire, you can find out what is this data type and then what type of report I can put. Nominal data, preferred type of chocolate. So I should use pie chart or column bar chart. Summary, so many percentage of customers prefer dark chocolate. So much percentage of customers prefer milk chocolate. So much percentage of customers prefer white chocolate. This is my report. This only should be my report, not anything other than this. Not anything other than this. Yes, ma'am? Okay. Can I go to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Now, ordinal data, satisfaction level. Summary. So much percentage of customers are very satisfied, or so much percentage of customers are satisfied or very satisfied. I am combining and giving it as a report. That also you can do it. And average customer satisfaction. So this I will not give. Likely purchase in milk. Summary. Percentage of customers are very likely to buy. So many percentage of customers are likely to, or likely or very likely to buy. I can add the 2 percentages and give it as a result. This is a summary report. I can make it. Average customers likely bulk purchase score is so and so. Is this correct or not? Is this correct or not?
Yes.
Tell me, this is ordinal data, no? Likely to buy. Average customers likely bulk purchase is not correct according to RK. Right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
You can use it, but it will be questioned. Now, ordinal data again, pie chart or satisfaction score, very satisfied. I can combine these two and give it as a report. So much percentage of this is 35 and this is 22. So 35 plus 2, 57% of people are satisfied or very satisfied with GSK. Right? Now, this is also you can draw it, very satisfied, very unsatisfied, very satisfied, satisfied. I put it here. This is a Pareto chart. You can make it also for this chart. This is a bar chart, right? Now, interval data. See here, age chart. You can use it as a pie chart also. You can use it as a chart. Is this chart also? Here, this is called histograms. This gap should not be there because 9, 10, it comes like this. Now, this chart also you can make it for interval ratio tau. Now here, what you can do is you can find out the mean. Right? The mean age is so many years. The mean number of chocobars per week is so many numbers. The mean purchase, the mean expenditure per week is so much. All these are all obtained from the interval ratio chart, interval ratio data, and these are all the reports we can put. So average purchase. All are meaningful summary statistics if it is interval ratio data. Right? That's I've just shown it in a bigger scale. That's all. Same thing. Right? The mean age is so many years. The mean number of chocobars per week. Now, please see here, nominal and ordinal with a few categories. Ordinal with a few categories. Test for proportion is the best test, and that is the report. Clear? And then interval ratio and ordinal with many categories. Sometimes RK is still not happy with this, but you can take it. Test for mean, and then this is a report. Clear? Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
What type of test you can do? Test for mean, test for proportion. When we teach hypothesis testing, you will be able to understand this. Test for proportion and test for mean. Keep that in mind. Now, ordered, if it is yes, then ask a question equally spaced. If it is not, this is nominal data. And then equally spaced, 0 means none. If it is yes, you will have to question further. If it is not, it's ordinal data. And then if it is 0 means none, no means interval, yes means ratio. It will be very difficult to understand this. I will make a simpler chart for you to understand in the next slide. Hope you are able to follow this. Yes or no? Ordered. If it is not ordered, it is nominal data. If it is equally spaced, and then no means ordinal data. And if it is equally spaced, it is interval data. And then you ask a question, does 0 means anything? Please note, when I say temperature, Now, when I say temperature is 0 degrees, is the hotness or coolness is there or not?
Yes.
Yes. Therefore, it is interval. 0 means it is not 0, right? When I say number of people present in my class is 0, are there people present in my class?
No.
No. That means it is ratio. Clear? Understand? If the absolute 0 has meaning, it has no meaning. Yeah, temperature means 0 also is a temperature. Minus 0 degree temperature also is a temperature. Therefore, only if the characteristic is not there when 0, then it is called ratio. Otherwise, it is called interval. Height, weight are all ratio, temperature and things like that. I take a level, a reservoir level. As a 30, I call it as 0. 30 level, 30 centimeter level, I call it as 0. Now, when I say 0 level, does that mean that there is no water? Tell me, huh?
No, above 36.
I want to find out the reservoir level, water level in a bottle. If there is a water level, a particular water level, I put it as 0, right? And then I want to know whether the water level rises or comes down. So now here, when I put 0 level here, does that 0 level is interval or ratio?
Interval.
Interval.
Ratio.
Now suppose
Interval.
I put the bottom. I take the bottom of the bottle and put the water level as 0 at the bottom, right? That means when the level is 0, there is no water. Then here it is ratio. Clear?
Yes.
Understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
All simple. Now, what is the decision? Decision, you have said, taken a decision already. Now I am going to see here. If it is just named, then if it is yes, what will you call it? Nominal or ordinal?
Ordinal.
It is just for naming, yeah?
This is
Ordinal
nominal.
means-
Nominal.
Nominal. Please
Nominal.
note, it's called nominal. Now, if it is ranked, if it is
Ordinal.
ordered, yes and ordered, if it is ordered,
Ordinal.
ordinal, that's all. And if it is yes, ask a question. If it is equally spaced, if it is yes, it is. If it is yes, it is interval. If it is yes and absolute 0 is accommodated, that means 0 means nothing. Then it is
Ratio.
yes.
Ratio.
This is very clear chart made by RK for you. Especially, you can take a snapshot and you can use it. Probably will give it to you in the PPT also. Okay. I think type of scale, nominal, you can, this is only to differentiate. This is not ordering. This is not spacing equally. This is not giving any absolute 0. Example is color. Central tendency is mode. Maximum people are liking this. Likewise, you can report. Now, central tendency is mode only, proportion. So, ordinal means differentiate and also it is ordered. Equally spacing, no. Absolute 0, no. Example is level and median is the central tendency. And then interval, differentiate, yes. It is ordering, yes. It is equal spacing, yes. An example, temperature, but absolute 0 has no meaning. Absolute 0 means that also is existing there. Characteristic is not eliminated when it is 0. And central tendency is mean. Please note that mode, median, mean, or the result report you can post. Nothing more. Ratio, differentiate, yes. Order, yes. Equal spacing, yes. Absolute 0, yes. It has a meaning. Accommodated. An example is weight, because when my weight is 0, that means I'm not there. And central tendency is mean, right? And I'm putting the same table in a different format. The statistics, we are going to say mode means maximum liking, maximum occurrence. Median means equal on either side. Mean means average expected value. Frequency means number of times. Range means difference between two values. Add and subtract operation. You know how to add, you know how to subtract. Multiply and divide, you know how to multiply, you have to divide. These are all possible. In the nominal data, only two things are possible. Mode is possible and frequency is possible. In the ordinal data, yes, mode is possible, median is possible, frequency is possible, range is possible. In the case of interval, all are possible except multiplication. This is what is required for in our analysis, because without this, there is no PhD. Therefore, all the PhD students should see to it that there is a mistake here. It should be ratio. Sorry. This. No. Right. And I hope, I think, example I've given color, level, temperature, and weight. I hope you have understood. Thank you very much. Data level. I'll stop sharing this. So now you know what is data, what are the types of data, and what report you can make with what data. Am I clear?
Sir.